Lovely day, isn't it? Ate a bit too much at dinner, though. Haven't had any of Greenshade's snails in a long, long time. Go on in. There's probably some left over. We always share what we have.
Ah, good to see a fresh face. We villagers can get tired of just looking at each other after 100 years. It came from a place without hunger or suffering. A place where we live peacefully and without fear. It's as unlike Valenwood as possible. But, to be honest, I'm not sure where it is. I was only a child then, so I kept to the village. It can't have changed much in the last 100 years, can it? Now our scouts say there are orcs beyond the cave, so I'm less inclined to venture forth. Well, my family hosted travelers from a place called Gilvardale once. I'd like to see it with my own eyes. Good thing we came back. I'm almost out of rotmeth. Nothing like a good dose of local fauna to bring out the best in it, I always say.
Wait. Ah, you're not one of those wood orcs, thank you, Frey. Welcome to our humble home. You met someone outside, did you? Some people get so frightened they won't talk to us. Yes, there is a village in this cavern. If you would like to hear our story, I'd be happy to share it with you. Promise you won't run away. Our village has a pact with the Wilder King himself. The village goes away, then returns every 100 years or so. Most of the time our arrival causes no problem. This time, however, it's different. Wood orcs set up camp outside this cave's southern entrance. They've never been here before, and so we've kept quiet, hoping they'd go away. It's been a week and they are firmly established. My husband Aeronor isn't as worried as I am, though. My husband Aeronor can tell you more. Essentially, we travel to and from this place, thanks to the Wilder King. A caretaker protects things in the village's absence. In fact, we'll choose a new caretaker very shortly. Nearly everyone from the village attends the ritual to choose the next caretaker. No one knows who it'll be until the prior caretaker picks a name. It's held at the Fading Tree, through the central hall of this cave. You should see it! It's very exciting. It's a part of the oath. Ask my husband. He knows much more about it than I do. I prefer to scout and hunt, not tend plants. He'll be at the choosing ceremony. If you hurry, you can talk with him before it starts.
There's a bad wind in the Vale. I don't like it. Not one bit.
An outsider? Don't tell me anything about the world. I want to see it for myself.
Ah, another visitor. You've arrived at an auspicious time for our village. I am Erinor of Shrouded Hollow. You've met Lon, Ariel. She speaks too freely sometimes, but I will tell you what I can. Our village, as you may be aware, is not here normally. A long time ago, our tree thanes and ancestors swore a sacred oath, to which we are still bound. It's not my place to reveal the nature of the oath. For that, you must speak to our current caretaker, Henadras. If you wait, you might also speak to the new caretaker, when one is chosen. Indeed, it's an honor to be selected. Once the preparations are complete, the old caretaker passes his duties to the new one.
Who are you? How do you know about the fading tree? I'm not without sight. I saw you talk to him, he's right in front of me. How do you know about us? Well, no point to that now, is there? You've entered our innermost sanctum and without challenge. It's clear to me the Wilder King blesses your presence. That means I am bound by our oath to speak with you, no matter how it galls me. We swore to protect the fading tree for the Wilder King, and to abide by his rules. In return, he protects our village. Every 100 years or so, the village returns to choose a new caretaker, to guard the fading tree on his behalf. The Wilder King created the fading tree, and he bent everything in Valenwood, from Bramblebreach to Greenheart, to his will. From the first, he became our patron and protector. Some consider him a god, like one of the divines. The village goes where the Wilder King sends it, and allows it to return when the caretaker needs to be replaced. I'm a very old man now. The village returned as it always does. Ever since the last time the village was here, so a bit over 100 years. Fading Tree and I care for each other, and the Wilder King provides my sustenance. I don't understand why the Wilder King let you in, though. The Fading Tree chooses. It guides us towards the next caretaker. Not everyone has the courage, intelligence, and fortitude to undertake this position. Everyone from the village knows how hard it can be, and yet nearly everyone wants to do this. Lonesome? Nah, it's nice to get away from everyone else. It's quiet, peaceful. And the Wilder King comes round now and then. Some might think of them as dreams, but I know he's been to see me. A caretaker's life is anything but dull. I suppose your curiosity excuses your ignorance. The Wilder King does not control this place. He allows us to take care of the Fading Tree in return for his protection. We don't question our oath. We fulfill it. I'm not without sight. No point. We swore to the Wilder King. The village go. It shall begin shortly, if I get a moment to prepare for it. We come together once more to choose the next caretaker. The Wilder King entrusted the Fading Tree to us, and this is part of our oath. My time as caretaker nears its end, and the Fading Tree will choose my successor.
What's happening?
The Fading Tree chooses Erinor. Erinor, you will be our next caretaker.
Me? The tree picked me. I'm honored. I'll do my best.
Come, Erinor. We have much to discuss.
Orcs! Orcs are attacking the village! Erinor, we're under attack. The orcs have attacked. We were caught by surprise, but those still inside are fighting back. You need to distract them. Kill their leader and burn their tents. We'll rescue the villagers. The orcs are camped off the cave's southern entrance. The Wilder King must have sent you to save us. He always protects us. Always. There isn't time to indulge in idle fantasies and what-ifs. Please, help the villagers below. I need a moment to gather what wits I have left.
can't believe what I'm seeing. So much death.
Nobody cares at all. There you are. Praise the Wilder King, you're alive! I knew he would save us. We would have suffered much more if you hadn't been here to help. They killed quite a few of us, but we gave almost as good as we got. Have you seen Erenor? He didn't return from the fading tree when the others did. What? No. No, not now. Not when I need him more than ever. When we go, we leave a caretaker behind to watch over the fading tree. The caretaker and the tree are our link between this place and where the Wilder King sends us. I didn't expect Erenor to be chosen, and he can't stay. He can't. It's just... What I mean is, I can't bear to lose him. We won't be able to bear it. He's so excited and it's such a great honor, but he doesn't know what it will cost our family. I'm pregnant. I only found out recently. Erenor doesn't know. I'm not sure I want him to, but if he knew, he could leave with us. Please, please, convince him to return to the Wilder King's realm with us. I'm sure the Wilder King will understand. A family must remain together to raise a child. If Erenor stays behind, our child will be grown before he sees her. We'll be too old when the village returns next time to have another. It's our last chance. You don't know what this means to me. I'm afraid if I tell him, he might think I've made up a story to keep him with me. No, that's not it. I'm afraid he'll choose his duty over his wife.
Come forward, Erenor, caretaker-to-be.
I, Erenor, in accordance with the Oath of Protection, stand ready.
On behalf of the Wilder King, will you care for the fading tree?
I am honored to serve the Wilder King and our people.
The fading tree is yours to protect. May the years pass quickly.
This is incredible. I feel the life of the fading tree flow within me. Have you seen my wife? Where's Loniriel? Why hasn't she come to congratulate me? Has she? I love Loniriel, but we swore an oath to leave a caretaker to protect the fading tree. That is the price the whole village must pay so that we can live in the paradise the Wilder King creates for us. Do you think I haven't thought of this? But I would be failing my oath to the Wilder King and the entire village if I didn't stay behind. What? I didn't know. Why didn't she tell me? What kind of caretaker would I be if I didn't care for my own child? And yet, I have a responsibility to the entire village now. This problem comes at a terrible time. I must decide quickly. Not that. It's the tree. Now that I can feel its essence, I realise it's weaker than it used to be and needs special care. The village must return to the other realm immediately so the caretaker... so I can tend it without distraction. Only the old caretaker knew. The village is set to leave soon. If anything happens to the tree, its link between Tamriel and our village is severed. They can never return unless I stay behind. I would. Naturally I want to, but everyone else is ready to leave. As soon as the orcs cleared out, they prepared. There's no one left to leave as the caretaker. No, it's not. No matter which I choose, I'll always wonder what would have happened had I taken the other path. I know which way is easy and which is hard. What will you choose? I will do as you would since the Wilder King sent you to us. Perhaps this child shows the Wilder King is pleased by our service and won't let anything happen to the fading tree. He wouldn't let anything happen to it. My family needs me. When the village returns to the Wilder King's paradise, I'll go with it.
Eleanor, seeing you gladdens my heart.
Had I known sooner about you, about us,
I thought we would have more time. And now, we shall.
prepare for our journey, beloved. I will join you soon.
I leave joyfully, knowing you'll be with us.
Fate brought you to us at this turning point. I'm glad to heed your advice. We must cling to life wherever we find it. You reminded me of that, and I thank you. The Wilder King could create a new tree in its place. Or perhaps now we're meant to stay in paradise. If the fading tree survives, we'll return again, and I'll know my decision was correct. If we never return, at least I'll be with my family to the end.
Vexed in for some competition. Nothing wrong with a little opportunistic harvesting.
Do you know how to read? I am called Sumiril. I am one of the Hollow. We live to serve the Wilder King, who is our god, our creator. I ask you if you can read, because I have this book, which is supposed to tell the true story of the Wilder King, and of my creation. I can read it, but I am afraid to. I am not like the other Hollow. I can question my existence. I can believe or not believe. What if the book reveals something about the Hollow, our purpose? I might crack and splinter from within. It must be done, and I would be most grateful. You should know that who or whatever wrote this book bound it to the labyrinth. To traverse one, you need the other. This book holds a single passage only. The words for the next passage will appear once you have opened the book. Follow them. They will transport you to a point deeper into the labyrinth, then settle on the page and create another passage.
Nothing wrong with a little opportunistic harvesting. Nice haul. Can never have enough of that.
I have roamed this land since before many of these trees were seeds. In that time, I have wanted to know how I came to be. Yet here you stand with the answer, and I hesitate, uncertain. I am unsure what I will regret more, knowing or never knowing the truth. Forgive my indecision. Please, continue. I felt this to be true. What of me? Did the book speak of how I became? Please, tell me more. All of what you have told me, I somehow knew. I felt it to be true. I hoped it would be true. I will no longer dread the unknown. You have lifted darkness out of me. Thank you. I am their most beloved. I can feel that.
Rest now, my love. It's all right. At least we're here. Memories of youth are the treasures of old age. Savor them, and those who share them. They'll fade, but they're as sweet as sun's dusk ale while they last. Tongues of Xarxis. I sound like a pedantic old fool, don't I? Forgive me. Yes, ignore my nostalgic nonsense. It's just an attempt to pretend my musty past is worth something more than it is. Getting old isn't easy. My dear Marilia is passing. We came to see the flowers, but they don't seem to grow here anymore. I don't know. Nereid's smile, they're called. So blue, so beautiful. There must be some nearby, but I'm too old to hunt them down. I wonder, though, if you see any, could you gather some seeds? I could sow them here, for old time's sake. You are generous to humor two silly old men, but those seeds would mean so much to us. When we were young, we used to sneak away from the clan and come here to be together. Lying here among the Nereid's smile, it seemed like we had forever. Not unless you can turn back time. No. To be honest, we've lived for many years more than either of us expected, but our time has finally come. Nothing can forestall my husband's death now, nor mine, which I expect will follow soon after.
It won't be long now. Even without the flowers, I'm glad we came. Being in this place, with Hartman, this is how I want my final moments to be.
It's good you're here. With earth magic and fire, Aranias and Ander forced their way towards my throne, leaving chaos in their wake. I've lost control of my guardians. My power fades. I've always wondered what death would be like. Soon, I will know. My end was inevitable all along. Someone new must become caretaker of the Veiled Wood. Aranias was guided here for this purpose. It's fascinating. In her heart, I think she knows the truth, but she's conflicted. Perhaps it is Ander's influence. I think you should catch up with him. Follow the trail of fire. Aranias must choose to accept the responsibility of her own accord, but Ander will not understand. I expect he will oppose her, and she will need your help to defeat him.
They're so beautiful, Hartman. Do you think they'll last forever?
It's all for us, Marilia. The forest, the flowers.
Quickly, Aranias wavers. She knows now why she was guided here. Not to destroy the Valenwood, but to save it. She wants to change course, but she's afraid. She's afraid to stand up to Under. Aranias' powers grow as she draws closer to the throne. She opened the ground here and they entered the throne tunnels. You must follow. You must be there to help Aranias when she decides to make her stand. If Onder kills me before I pass the mantle to Aranias, there'll be no caretaker of the Valenwood. The forest would become a voracious monster. It would turn against the Bosmer and ultimately bring about its own destruction. You must stop him.
Get out of my way, girl! I have no patience for this!
It's you. From Silitar. My friend. Thank the Eight. You were right about the Veiled Heritance, I'm sure now. They used me as bait to trick the Wilder King, and now Under's going to kill him. I can't let that happen. I have to stop Under. I don't know. But somehow it seems like that's what I was meant to do all along. When he burned the forest, I actually felt its pain. I think I'm connected to this place. I can't fight Onder, though. He's too strong. Will you help me? He's gone ahead. I can travel through the roots to catch up, but you will have to fight your way through. This might help. Use this bundle of roots and you can burrow for short distances. It will at least get you past Onder's fires. I will protect the Wilder King as long as I can, but you must hurry.
these interruptions!
Aranias was guided here to take my place, but I believe you were guided here to assure her ascension. If you had not come, I fear Arndor would have killed us both, leaving the Valenwood wild and vengeful. Many lives would have been lost. Yes, for centuries my sole focus has been shaping and maintaining the Valenwood, protecting it from outside influence and from itself. Now that she has come, I am free to return to the Earth, give back to that which has given so much to me. She is up above. You should go to her. She is frightened of the transformation process, but you must comfort her. This is the natural course of things. It is necessary for her and for the Valenwood, but she must choose it of her own accord.
I'm scared. Shouldn't I be feeling confident? I mean, we defeated Onder. Look at all of this, though. I've worked my magic on small pieces of land in the Somerset Isles, but this is an entire forest, a living forest. Tell me I can do this. I think he was a man too once, the Wilder King. I mean, he was like us, but when he took this on, he became something else. I think he merged with the Valenwood and forgot his previous self entirely. And he doesn't even remember that. The same will happen to me. If I accept this responsibility and become Wilder Queen, I'll forget my home, my youth, everything. No, but they are my memories, and some of them fond. The ones with you. They seem only partially real, but they're the memories I'll miss most. I have to let go, though. The way I embrace you in my heart, that's how I must embrace the Valenwood. Yes, but I need your help. You must climb the tower further and place the Wilder King's crown in the gardens there. Then you must wait for me. Promise you'll wait. Everything is so very different. It's like I'm no longer a single physical form, but my being is spread out across the forest. Aranias is slipping away. You are my friend, though, whoever I become. Will you stay for just a moment? I am prepared to lose my memories, but I don't want to lose the lessons I've learned. You helped me understand the difference between a foe and a friend. I'm determined not to forget that, nor to forget you. I know why you originally came here, to ask for the Wilder King's allegiance to the Aldmeri Dominion, to know the Valenwood was on your side. Would you still make such a request to me now? And I freely give it. On behalf of myself and the Valenwood, you have our allegiance. I only hope Irene realizes that her best ally stands before me now. Before Aranias' memories fade, though, there's something else I must tell you. It's the Veiled Heritons. As you may know, they stole the Staff of Magnus. I know not where they've taken it, but you should search in Woodhearth, to the west. I will open a portal to the western gate of Greenheart. Goodbye, my friend. Go to Woodhearth. Trouble stirs from our common enemy.
Life is so precious and so fleeting. Don't let it pass you by. Take time to feel the caress of the wind and listen to the way it carries the sound of your true love's name. Marilia, I never did hear anything so sweet and so dear. Yes, his passing was quick and peaceful, and we were together. That's all that really mattered. Soon I will rest too. But you're so kind. Did you find the Nereid smile? It's funny. The flowers meant so much to us when we were young, but at the end, we didn't need the flowers anymore. We had the memories. These seeds are wonderful, though. I realize now their true significance. Goodbye, Marilia. I sow these seeds in memory of the life we shared. Even as we fade, may others come here and find the same joy we found in the flowers and in each other. So may our love be renewed for all eternity. Do you see them? Do you see the flowers? They're beautiful, simply beautiful.